What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, reviewing today Five Nights at Freddy's 3. The murders of the first and second game have led to the closure of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, but the horror has actually led to many legends surrounding the place, and it's still the talk of the town. Hoping to capitalize on this, a local amusement park has bought everything they could find from the closed down pizza parlor and opened up their own terror attraction based on the place. At first, they were only able to track down some old masks, some creepy kids' drawings, but after a lot of searching, they found it, a fully intact animatronic. And that's where things go straight to hell. The character you're playing as in this one is a hired actor, here to fill the role of security guard. The core figure at the center of the entire Freddy Fazbear's legend is the security guard, the person who's supposed to live through the madness and bring this chaotic tale to the rest of the world. You're only playing this role to add to the ambiance. You're watching the cameras to make sure nobody steals anything, but really they tell you that your job is just to sit there and look creepy as all the kids walk through the amusement park. And here's where you run into the first real plot hole. If I'm just an actor adding to the environment of this place, why am I being asked to show up a week early and actually watch the cameras? The place isn't even fully built yet. Alright, so let's get into how this game actually works. The game is a point-and-click horror title that has you sitting at a desk and trying to survive till 6 AM. To do this, we have a panel on the left and the panel on the right with all the tools we need to remain among the living. On the right side, you have your camera screen, which has some new functions compared to older Five Nights games. When it's open, clicking each room will toggle your camera to a view of that area, but you can also play a child's laugh now. There's a little bit of debate as to what exactly this child's laugh does, but in my experience it's used to draw the animatronic killer away from you. Wherever I play the laughter, he seems to be drawn to it, eager to consume this lost kid, but you have to play it in a room close enough that he'll actually hear it. If I play it on the opposite side of the map, of course he's not going to go and investigate. If you press the map toggle button, it switches to your vent view. Clicking each room now will show you the vent camera, and double-clicking on any camera will automatically lock down that vent section, trapping the animatronic for a short time if he's in that area. I gotta say, it's really nice of them that they put all these strange traps in an amusement park, but hey, at least we get to survive the night. Here's where I ran into one of my first major complaints for the game. The camera static is way too excessive this time around. The name of the killer in this one is Springtrap, and when I'm flipping through cameras looking for Springtrap, sometimes he'll be in the room and I won't notice because the snow covering the lens is too thick to even see. Your other defensive measures are on the left side here. These are all of your upkeep options. Pressing each of these buttons will reset one of your defensive capabilities if it gets knocked out. Audio, of course, will bring back your ability to play the child's laugh and draw Springtrap away. Pressing reset cameras will bring the cameras back online if they're ever shorted out or knocked down, although bringing them back online unfortunately doesn't remove any of the staticky problems. And the reset ventilation button will keep your air flowing. Whenever the ventilation crashes, the air gets thinner in your office and your vision begins to fade in and out like you're dying of carbon monoxide poisoning. You really want to reset the air first, because along with darkening your screen, your character will start having crazy hallucinations of animatronics from the first and second games. These ghostly apparitions will just pop up and scare you, and sometimes knock out the ventilation system again, and a multitude of things can trigger it, from staring at the cameras too long to neglecting one part of your functions. Again, this is actually a plot hole that rather annoyed me. Are these ghosts of animatronics, or are they visions brought on from post-traumatic stress disorder? The whole idea of phantom animatronics seems less like a solid game mechanic and more of a cheesy jump scare tactic just to get a rise out of us. So much of this game feels so much more rushed than the others did. During the 9 hours I spent with this game, it crashed 7 times. A huge plus, on the other hand, though, is that Springtrap is a genuinely scary monster. Just having one major monster hunting me actually made me a lot more frightened and panicky while playing. Sometimes when horror games try and load us down with threats, it all gets washed out and becomes white noise, but having one major animatronic hunting me in the halls trying to eat me kept my fear focused. Nothing is creepier than when he just stands at the glass and stares at you. Also added in this game are these strange retro gaming classic Atari looking scenes that happen between nights. These sequences have you trying to get through the pizza parlor alive, and if completed correctly lead to the best ending. Overall, I think this is by far the best looking of the series, and the new art direction was really genius. The sort of meta feeling of playing in a purposely built horror park that isn't quite done really put me on edge. Hanging wires, decaying walls, the very world we're working in just seems to be falling apart along with our sanity. Biggest problem of all though is nothing in this game feels properly streamlined. What made the original Five Nights at Freddy's such a perfect masterpiece of horror was that it felt so real. One man in one small room watching the clock and hoping for dawn, all for a small paycheck. Five Nights at Freddy's 3, though, completely misses that, but let's head on over to the ratings board and put a big number on it. I am giving Five Nights at Freddy's 3 a 6.5 out of 10. If you're a fan of the Five Nights series, you're probably going to want to pick this up, because I have a strong feeling this will be the last one in the series, especially with that ending. You might want to wait for a big patch update though, because I think they need to iron out some of these crashes and maybe improve these cameras. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This has been DreamcastGuy. If you like this review, feel free to subscribe for future reviews. Do me a big favor though and keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, maybe check out my last video. Please subscribe, and if you want, share this somewhere with your friends.